Have you ever noticed that when you pull away, you suddenly become more present? It's as if your absence screams in silence, and those who barely noticed you begin to wonder about you. You think you left quietly, but in truth, that's when you started to shine brighter than ever before. Stoic philosophy doesn't talk about superficial attraction, but about the aura, a presence that emerges from silence, from self-control, from conscious withdrawal when your dignity is being drained or you're misunderstood. The Stoic doesn't chase, doesn't beg, doesn't explain himself to those unwilling to understand. He returns to himself, and from there, all his magnetism arises. In this video, I'll share 10 things that, if you apply them, will help you understand why your attractiveness increases when you step away. These steps are not based on tricks but on awareness, because true attractiveness isn't created, it's restored. If you're seeking deeper understanding of yourself and your relationships, this video is for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, because what we offer here isn't just content, it's a complete journey toward awareness, dignity, and inner peace. Let's begin together and discover why sometimes, walking away is the strongest move you can make. 1. When you walk away, your value starts to show. Have you ever wondered why some people don't notice your worth until you're gone? The answer is simple, but deep: too much presence dulls the sense of wonder. Familiarity hides beauty. When you're always available, responding instantly, initiating every time, people begin to take you for granted. But once you step back, everything changes. Questions begin to arise. Where is he? Why didn't he call? Is he upset? Does he miss me? You go from being ordinary to a mystery, from a constant presence to a void that can't be filled. Stoicism teaches us that value doesn't come from constant presence, but from knowing when to reduce it. To be present because you choose to, not because you're incapable of being absent. To know when to give and when to keep yourself to yourself. Don't walk away to punish or manipulate. Walk away because you've learned that your dignity is not for sale. You walk away not to take revenge, but to regain balance. Because your worth doesn't need noise to be seen, just a quiet that draws attention. 2. The law of scarcity. What we see too often, we stop wanting. Have you noticed how things lose their shine when they're always available? This isn't just a feeling, it's a psychological law: scarcity increases value. We're naturally drawn to what's rare, to what feels out of reach. When you're always present, texting often, replying fast, you become predictable, even boring. But when you step back, not as punishment, but to restore your balance, people start to see you differently. To pretend to be distant, but to be authentic. To give your time without exhausting yourself. To think positively without forgetting your self-worth. Your presence is a gift. It shouldn't be wasted on those who don't recognize it. When you step back a little, people start to feel your absence. You become like air, only appreciated when it's gone. Be that air. Don't be used up oxygen. Scarcity isn't arrogance, it's silent self-respect. 3. Conscious withdrawal is strength, not weakness. Not every withdrawal is weakness. Sometimes, it's the highest form of strength. Stoicism doesn't encourage you to avoid emotions or people, but to observe yourself and step back when being present is draining. Withdrawing doesn't mean you've stopped caring. It means you care more, for yourself, for your peace, your dignity. When you realize your presence is undervalued and your words go unheard, it's time to reorganize your priorities. It's not about cutting people off, but about stopping the excess. Stoicism teaches us that true power is not about controlling others, but about controlling yourself. To walk away from a relationship that brings only anxiety is victory. To choose silence over arguments is awareness. To leave space between you and those who don't value you is self-respect, not punishment. There's a huge difference between someone who flees because they can't face confrontation, and someone who withdraws because they realize their energy is too precious to waste where it doesn't belong. 4. Silence is strength, and calm is magnetic. In a world where everyone is shouting, calm becomes a rare, and magical, currency. When you're silent, it doesn't mean you're weak or incapable of responding. It means you've chosen to express yourself without noise. Silence is not absence of sound, it's a different kind of presence, one that unsettles those who can't understand it. Stoicism teaches us to choose our responses like we choose our clothes, with awareness, not impulse. Not every situation deserves a response, and not every person deserves an explanation. When you're silent, people start to wonder. What's he thinking? Is he upset? Is it over? That uncertainty is where attraction begins. Silence can't be easily explained, and that's what makes it so alluring. People who don't talk much, who don't explain or justify themselves constantly, carry a different kind of presence, because they don't seek approval. They seek peace. Ninth, distance is a test, those just passing through won't last. When you pull away a little, the truth starts to reveal itself. Those who truly care will come closer. Those who only saw you as a habit will dissolve into silence. Distance isn't punishment, it's a gentle test that exposes, without noise, who deserves to stay and who was always temporary. Stoic philosophy teaches us to let things reveal themselves without pressure or chasing, because anyone who can't endure your absence doesn't deserve your presence. When you distance yourself, you're not losing anyone, you're giving everyone a chance to show their true feelings without masks. Some will suddenly realize they took you for granted. Others will feel relieved because they never truly saw you. And that's okay, it's actually purifying. This kind of distance clears your circle, leaving behind only those worthy of your trust and emotions. Don't fear temporary distance, it filters hearts, revealing the genuine from the artificial. And remember, not everyone who walks away is a loss, sometimes you're the one who escaped. Distance isn't always the end, it's a sieve that shows who was really with you and who was just passing by. Be confident, and watch quietly. Because the ones who stand firm in your absence are the ones who will never let you down in your presence. 10th, when you leave the door open, those who truly care will return on their own. Don't slam the door, and don't leave it slightly open out of disappointment. Just step away with dignity, and leave the door open with grace. Because if someone truly belongs in your life, they'll return willingly, not because you begged them. Stoic philosophy doesn't encourage running away, it values freedom. Let people choose you without pressure. True attraction isn't about clinging, but about silent confidence, about graceful withdrawal. When you walk away, don't send messages or call again and again. Be busy with yourself, balanced, forgiving of what was, and focused on what will be. Anyone who carries even a grain of love, honesty, or longing in their heart will return on their own. As for those who don't, thank God they didn't come back. Because love that doesn't beat with free will doesn't deserve a second chance. Distance doesn't mean cruelty, it's maturity. To give every relationship its silent test and wait for the outcome without fear or desperation. Leave the door open, but don't stand behind it waiting. Move forward, and create a life that's worth returning to. Because those who see your worth won't miss the chance to walk back in. And those who see you as just another person don't need your explanation of how precious you are. You might think distance lessens your presence, but in truth, it reveals your value to those who ignored it. It brings you back to your center after getting lost in the attempts to explain or win others over. Distance is not punishment, it's a return to balance. Not neglect, but self-respect. Not a declaration of war, but of inner peace. Stoic philosophy doesn't teach you how to upset someone by walking away, it teaches you how to save yourself from dissolving into someone else. To realize that your attractiveness doesn't lie in constant presence, but in meaningful presence. That you're not measured by the number of words you write to someone, but by the number of moments you chose yourself instead. Do these things, and you'll come to understand that true magnetism starts from within, when you no longer feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, because what awaits you here isn't just content, but moments of awareness that reflect who you are and what you deserve. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next video. God willing, with a deeper topic and a clearer strength.